Hello, everybody. This is Lisa Kessler with Kessler Insurance, and I am here today on behalf of Cheers for Charity New Hampshire. And we're so excited to do another one of these today. And I'm thrilled, as always, to be here with Joanne Burchuk. Hey, Joanne.
Yeah, I'm Joanne Burchuk with Lighthouse Physical Therapy, and I'm excited to have another great organization to introduce you to. And today we'd like to introduce you to Moné, and she's with Silver Sisters. So I'm excited to hear what you guys do. So please introduce yourself and tell us all about it.
Hi, I'm Mone Cassier, and I'm actually the executive director at Somersworth Sisters Recovery. And that's who I am. Do you want me to tell you about the program, or are you going to ask me questions?
Tell us a little about it.
Okay, so it's Sober Sisters Recovery, as in not drinking. I just wanted to clarify that. Often people hear silver, so I just wanted to correct that. I'm sure you can edit it. We are a level 3 certified sober home for women. Women move into Malley Farm once they've got a little recovery under their belt. It's a case by case. We meet each woman where she's at. We service 4 women at a time, 4 single bedrooms. We're a total abstinent program over here at Malley Farm, where we practice holistic methods. So each woman is offered a reiki treatment weekly, a one-on-one weekly reiki treatment. We have qigong flow every other Thursday night, which is breath work and stretching movements. We have yoga once a month, and then we have guided meditation every other Thursday. Along with that, the Three Rivers Farmers Alliance provides organic vegetables. We really talk a lot about body, mind, and spirit here at Sober Sisters Recovery. We're a totally abstinent program. So what that consists of is no mind-altering medications. So, but we do take, most of my women are duly diagnosed, or are on antidepressants or mood stabilizers. Not all, but like I said, we meet them where they're at. The average stay is between 3 months and a year. Women come from all over. Many women that are from Stratford County that have moved away and want to come back home to get well. So we really promote self-love, self-care, reintegration with children. It's a very family-friendly farmhouse. I obtained the farmhouse, my nonprofit, in 2015. We signed the lease, and then we opened in 2016. We've raised and put about $300,000 into the refurbishment of this historic site. It is city-owned, and really, I'm very proud of that. Right now, I'm finishing up the exterior. And so we've been open coming up on 7 years. We've serviced 126 women. We do have a high success rate. As I said, we do not go over 4 women at a time. We used to when we first opened. We doubled that. But what we have found is 4 single bedrooms, high case management. I meet with each woman daily. We're able to help them get dental needs, mammogram, pap smear, job search, resume building. There's just so much involved. And because of that one-on-one care, what I have found running the place is that that's what works best as far as the healing. It's very quiet here. So if a woman wants to move in and she's a city mouse, it would be a tough adjustment. We flower gardens, vegetable gardens, 100 acres of trails. So we hike. We have a camp. Well, each year we go to camp. So we'll be going up to camp for a week. We're serious about recovery, but we're also serious about having a great time.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Now, where did you say you're located at?
We're in Somersworth, New Hampshire, right on the border of Somersworth, Berwick, and Rollinsford. It's really pretty. And we're on the end of a dirt road. I'm not sure if you have seen my website, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, the home is fantastic. Like it's just like that historic white colonial that I just see it and think peaceful.
It's extremely peaceful. I just finished, we turned the attic into a group room / library quiet room.
Mhm.
And I just finished, I'm going to be taking pictures to put up on the site. It's beautiful. We are having our 7-year anniversary appreciation reception on June 29th. So Mayor Dana Hilliard and our amazing city manager, Bob Belmore, and all the city councilmen and all our donors. I've invited all the heavy hitters that have carried us through, and the volunteers. So our women, a really important piece for me to not forget to mention is I have close to 30 numbers of women and long-term recovery, double-digit years, that when a woman moves in, she is offered those numbers. And so those women through the 7 years have brought our women to recovery meetings, the dentist, the doctor, and then I have alumni. So I have a large alumni family, and they're very involved. And you'll see on our support staff drop down on my website that 2 of my amazing support staff are alumni from 5 and 6 years ago. We help our women get back into school. A lot of our alumni have gotten promotions at their jobs or have moved on to jobs where they're using their education again. Because when the women move in here, we really break it down and try to keep it simple. So they're going to work, they're paying their rent. There may be some women who move in that need to stabilize and just work around the farm for a week or 2, and then they work part-time. So it is case by case. But if a woman comes to me after 3 or 4 months in treatment, then she most times is ready to really hit the pavement and really start working. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I have 5 or 6 companies that hire my women upon arrival.
No, you didn't mention that. That's awesome.
Yes, locally, and I provide transportation. Unfortunately, when COVID hit, our bus moved a mile away, our bus stop. So the other part that makes it doable, and because we are a very small nonprofit, self-sustaining, is with 4 women, I can drop everybody off at work and then pick everybody up. Or right now I do have a wonderful lady. She's on our website also. She just received the position of RA, residence assistant, and she has a car and a license and got promoted at Hannaford's, and she also helps with transportation. So it's very much a family atmosphere. I teach cooking, life skills, canning, how to freeze vegetables. So we do eat together most nights, not always, but most nights. And most nights they want to. So I hear them discussing, and I'm part of it also, well, what veggie are you going to serve with this, and who's grilling? So, and then we sit down and we take a moment of silence just to thank the universe for all of our blessings. And it's just really nice. It's really nice.
Gosh, it sounds wonderful. I'm going to come and and learn with you ladies. It sounds great. How do people find you? So when you have somebody that graduates and you now have an opening, what's that process, and how do you, because I'm sure there's plenty of women that would love to have that room and be there. How do you choose?
Well,
the next
I'm going to be straightforward with you in that the curve of the climate in substance use disorder is a lot of MAT, harm reduction, Suboxone and methadone. And we do have MAT, but ours are non-narcotic. So most people in recovery that are going into treatment are being put on these medications, and it works for them. oh geez, it's a really tough topic, especially speaking on a public forum. So we are holistic, and we're really the only model like this, definitely in New Hampshire. And I get calls from all over the country. So how someone finds us, I don't do sweatshirts, I don't do mugs, because it's a place of healing. So I'm not advertising our address. A lot of our women come with domestic violence and trauma. They hear about us either through a case manager. You can Google also sober living or sober farm living in New England or New Hampshire, and we come up. But it's normally, this is going to sound crazy, but the universe sends the right women here. I have a guy from Long Island. I don't know how he heard about us, but he has an employee who lives in New Hampshire, and he wants her to live here. I say, how did you hear about us? Oh, through this therapist, to that person heard. I've had women, you know, there's just been women from all over the country, and then women right around the corner that hear about us. A lot of times family members. I speak to mostly mothers and fathers or family members that really want their daughter, mother, or sister to live at Malley Farm. But it's basically through case managers, word of mouth. Yeah, the alumni go and speak. So our alumni, when a woman completes, we don't use the word graduation anymore because that sounds too final. We use the word complete because a woman, we had a woman just complete. She stayed 2.5 months and transitioned back home with her husband of 44 years at the 3-month mark. So she came back and volunteered, and then other alumni, when they do complete, they're like Navy SEALs. That's what we call them, Navy SEALs in recovery. And what we ask is that they go out into the community and bring the message of recovery to other organizations. And when they do that, they speak about Malley Sober Sisters Recovery at Malley Farm, and then another woman will hear. I would have to say the alumni, being women of dignity and grace, is how a lot of people that are still hurting or suffering hear about us. That was the long answer.
That's okay. That's good. I love the approach, and I love the fact that you've got so much whole organic foods that they're eating, and all of the mindfulness things that you're doing with the, you know, the meditation and the reiki, and just yeah, it's great healing for these women. And I'm sure, you know, they've gone through a lot to get where they're at to be able to be in your home. And, you know, it sounds like a lovely place for them to continue their healing.
I have two beds open right now.
Oh, you do?
Yes. One woman, just her journey took a different corner, different pathway. She's her journey is, and then the second woman has completed, and she's already come back and volunteered, which I'm really excited for June 29th, because we'll probably have 9, 10, 15 alumni. Six or seven are going to share 3 to 5 minutes. We're going to do the shotgun style, one for each year. I'm going to share what they learned and what their life is like now. And, you know, we'll just be celebrating and showing some gratitude. But I do welcome anyone to give a shout. It is private property, so you need to call. But I do tours and visits when the women are at work. And some of the donors want to come when the women are here. I ask them, and we plan tea, you know, and they'll come and then they'll chat with the women. And that turns out to be really empowering for them, for the women, you know, and the donor, because they can see where their money's going and what it's going to. And then the women feel empowered just to know that somebody believes in you that much, or the mission, you know.
Yep.
So you're welcome to come have a visit or tour.
Thank you. That's fantastic. So, so you have this great website. Is that really the primary way for people to spend time and to learn more about you? Is there social media, or is there a new?
Oh, yes. And I hate to say this, but I have to plug in my computer. It's going to die right now.
Okay, go right ahead.
multitasking. Okay, I'm back.
Perfect.
Okay, so we have a very busy Facebook page. I welcome you to check it out because I do post everything we've done here construction wise, and then when a woman completes anything fun. So Facebook, our website, and that's pretty much it. I think I started an Instagram, but I'm not savvy. I'm not really, I didn't even have Facebook until Sober Sisters opened, and then I was told I had to.
So one of the women who have completed your program, I'm sure there's someone in that group who is savvy.
I didn't hear you.
I'm sure there's someone in your program who has completed the program who may be savvy, and maybe they can volunteer, right?
Oh, yes, they have. That everything I know they've taught me. Yes, you're exactly right. Or trial and error, you know, and our Qigong flow guy is an IT person at Liberty. So
Wonderful.
yes.
Well, Moné, thank you so much for taking this time. I've learned so much about your organization. I am so grateful for what you do and that you out there as a resource for these women. We're glad to get to know you.
Thank you. And I want to add that we do have scholarshiping. So we never want finances to be a barrier, and that is a big fear. We have scholarshiping. We raise money and we save it for women that need a help and a jump start. So I want to make sure I add that in there. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. That's really important. That's
It's
great. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Have a great afternoon.